Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to another episode of the Dal and Claude Show. See, people, yeah, I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan, you should already know that we are not happy. We are angry, and we don't just like what
Very
we
angry.
saw today, but it doesn't mean that we're not gonna, do what we have to do. But see, yeah, people. I mean, I'm back again. I've been under the weather for some days now. Yeah, I've been battling a very, very serious flu. But,
Mm.
I just have to do the watch along. And again, me and my brother Oregon, haven't done our show now for about 2 weeks running. And I was like, no, man,
Yep.
you know, even if I'm not feeling really that okay, I have to do this show today, man. I have to do this show. So, people, welcome back to the studios. My brother,
Hey, man.
fresh back from the UK, people, back from the
Yeah.
UK. And you know what? Yeah, I mean, Oregon gonna have been doing the madness, people. Yeah, I mean, straight from the UK. Yeah, I mean, it came back. I mean, it went head to head with Deji Spores. I mean, people, welcome back to the show. Oregon Gunner, my brother. Welcome back, bro.
What's
You
up,
get
man?
to po. It's out, bro. Come on, man.
Po, po,
Po,
po.
po, po. Po. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah, man. What?
Yeah, man. How you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm doing good. I've been sorry about the sunglasses. I'm still fighting that eye infection I've had for about
Yeah,
10 days
yeah.
now. So it's getting a lot better, but I still don't want to, you know, destroy the destroy the video camera with my eye infection. But
I hear you, bro.
I am absolutely 100% done with this manager. I want him out tonight. Tonight. That first half was nothing close, Tony, to Arsenal football. Not in tactics, not in style, not in attacking aggression, not in communication, not in concentration, not in position. That first half was worse than the Leeds and Newcastle game yesterday, which was absolutely terrible as well.
Mm.
But this manager went there, Tony, with one of the top three strikers in the world of football, one of the top three. 92 goals, Tony, in 2 seasons for those bums in Lisbon.
Mm.
92 goals. Why is that, Tony? Because they have a midfield that plays to the striker's strengths when he was there. They had a midfield that could penetrate a fucking pass 6 yards ahead of the striker. They had a midfield made up of no names, Tony. No
Yeah.
105 million fucking dollar Rice in Sporting Lisbon. No $40 million Odegaard at Sporting Lisbon. But yet we isolate this guy and expect him to be physical and push off CBs when he can't get a fucking through ball, Tony. He can't get a through ball. What is this manager telling these kids to do? Almost 30 years of following this club, and that was one of the worst fucking displays I've ever seen at Arsenal in general. Versus Graham, Wenger, Rio, Emery, and now fucking Arteta. You know, I thought we would get a draw and consider it, oh, it's 2 points dropped for Liverpool.
Yeah,
A
for
draw
Liverpool.
is 2 points at home dropped to Liverpool, which is normal. People go there and lose. You get a draw, that's considered a win, right? I mean, it's not a win, but you go there and you
Yeah,
get a point against the fucking defending champions. You
yeah,
don't pass, bro. Number 8, Odegaard took the ball and it could, instead of passing it to the right to Dowman, he turned around and passed it straight back to Mascara, bro. Straight back to Mascara in the 86th fucking minute, bro. What are we doing? And I'm sorry to raise my voice and swearing, but I've had it with this
no,
fucking man.
bro.
This
Yeah,
is nothing new. This is the predictable shit that everyone in the chat, especially our man Acers, said was going to happen. It doesn't matter who we bring in. He will coach them the wrong way. Goikarez is not a defender. Why was he defending, Tony? Why was he defending at the halfway line? City dropped points. United struggling. Chelsea are kind of looking good. Sunderland looked better than us, Tony. Sunderland looked better than us. Granit Xhaka assist yesterday, 87th minute goal, 2-1 Sunderland. Where is Declan Rice and Odegaard? Where's Subamendi? The fucking prime Subamendi I've been hearing about for the last 2 fucking years. It's not better than Thomas Partey. He wasn't there fighting. He was one of the better players today. But I tell you, Madueke and Calafiori were our best players today.
Yeah, I mean, Madueke. I mean, it was doing everything. It was trying his best today. Madueke was was the best guy on the pitch.
It's like, and I don't really fault the players, and I don't even really fault Odegaard this time, right? Because he's coming off the shoulder injury. But if he's on the bench, Tony, he's good enough to play. And I haven't even gotten started with Eze yet. Why did Eze not start? We've seen Gabriel Martinelli time after 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 time failing. And yet you play him in the biggest game of the season. Starting, we signed 8 players, Tony. 8 players. Where's Norgard? Well,
Norgard is injured, actually. Norgard is injured.
Fair enough, Norgard's injured. Now Saliba's pulled. Timber pulled up at the end. Saka's still injured. And some people in the chat saying it'd be different if we Odegaard Saka. Bullshit. It's not different. Because Odegaard Saka we've had for the last 5 years, and it's the same fucking football. It's the same shit. Who's changed? The squad, but not Arteta. The squad has changed. So Goicoechea thought he was joining the fucking top, his dream club. Eze, his dream club. And he gets put in the 75th minute, bro. Against Martinelli, who did nothing. Nothing. There was a time he could have played a little deep ball in front of Goicoechea to run onto, and he kept it himself. Just to dribble it out of the sideline. And we've seen this. It's not like it's Martinelli's first fucking game at Anfield. It's not like he's coming off injury or he has, whatever the fucking excuses is. He has been a consistent player for us for the last 6.5 to 7 years, bro. 7 years. We've had him since Emery. 6.5 years, 6 years, 6 years. And it's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Arteta set them up today to not lose.
Again, I thought that too. When he brought in three almost technically defensive midfielders to a game, showed up to a game against Liverpool at Anfield of all places. So three basically protectors of our back four.
Yeah, that's why it was sideways
of our back four today, with no one that we can look at as a possible creative outlet today. Someone who was going to create, nothing like that.
There was someone. He wouldn't play, Tony. There was someone.
I could hear you. Look at the perspective I was looking at it from. I could hear you if you say 3 defensive midfielders to stifle Liverpool midfield, because we know they like to keep or get hold of the ball and keep onto the ball. Yeah, we know this. Good. If you stifled them in the first half and stifled them in the second half and no goal was scored, I would say, okay, you achieved your aim. So I see reasons why you brought in 3 defensive midfielders to stifle whatever Liverpool was going to bring in attack and in the midfield. But when the moment they score a goal, that excuse goes out the window. It goes out the window because you've lost. And then you still have to ask that question. Rather than fielding in 3 midfielders, defensive midfielders today at the start, why didn't you take a risk? I mean, at the start, rather than going for those 3 defense. I mean, just
But Eze
just
is the
go for the
10.
risk.
What does Mikel Marino bring to the squad, Tony? What does Mikel Marino bring to the squad? Oh, he pressed a bit and he won a couple tackles. Fantastic. Yay.
Bro, even today I
Yay.
was even seeing Declan Rice
You're
in
getting
I was even
150
seeing
grand a
Declan
week.
Rice in centre back.
3 tackles in a game.
I was even
100
seeing
grand a week.
Bro, I was even seeing Declan Rice in centre back today.
You might as well play him at center back. And bro, here's the thing. They make subs. They bring on Curtis Jones, bro, and we keep Eze on the bench for another 10, 15 minutes. Curtis Jones, they're bringing up the bench. We have Eze, Ranieri, Odegaard. This is one of the best squads we've had the last 10 years. Jez certified. Godfather Jez certified. One of the best squads we've had in 10 years, a decade. Jez certified. Proper Arsenal. Saying this is the squad. This is the time. But the same shit tactical sideways, backwards passing will not win us a league. Will not win us a league. So at the end of the day, last week, yeah, it was Leeds. It was Leeds. There was, forget the scoreline. It was Leeds. We will beat Leeds day in and day out, 3-0 plus all day long. But Liverpool is a different kettle of fish, bro. But you have to attack them. They're not. Kunate is fucking Bambi on ice, bro, and he went off. And they put Joe Gomez on, and we still can't get the ball to Goikarez. Joe Gomez and Goikarez can't get the ball to fucking make something happen, bro. Because we're too caught up and trying to score the perfect goal or a set piece.
Arguing good. Look at the chart here. And of course, you know I do respect aces. You know I do respect aces here. Big up to Paul for what Blue Notes is in the chart. Aces say something, but I doubt this statement too. He says Kroenkes only care about money and money.
They want to win. They do want to win.
But again, they have just spent money bringing in players to the football club.
He's frustrated too.
Bro, they just brought in Gyökeres, Zubimendi, Eze, Nkape, bro, all in the same window. And these are technically gifted players. Bro, so I don't know.
Players. I mean, that's a rebuild.
If Aces is talking about Kroenkes, do you believe that thing?
I believe that's the problem right now that Acers is so tired of the shit and he can see through the billionaires that own this club. But, and I get that. And we are about money and merchandise to a point. But I believe your point as well, Tony. You're not just about money and merchandise when you bring in 2 of the best players. You could say in-form players in world football.
Even Mosquera looked good today. Replacing Saliba today. He looked good. Mosquera is good.
He did. He did look good. Mosquera did well under pressure. That's the thing. None of the players did anything really wrong except for the tactics that Arteta splashed onto him.
Yeah, so Arteta is the problem.
He's the one that picked Rice, Zubimendi, and Moreno. When you have Ranieri, Odegaard, and Eze. Why did you not put Eze in for Odegaard? Let Zubimendi take a step back. I mean, it just makes no sense. We've been crying out for him. And why is Martinelli even starting? Why is that?
Finally he hits the point. What is Martinelli doing? I mean, arguing good. What is Martinelli doing starting a game for this week?
I don't know. When you have Eze, Ranieri,
what do you think he was? Arguing good. Arguing good. I want to breathe just a little bit. And I want to answer this question for me.
I'm breathing, bro, but I'm just
very... What do you think? What do you think? Because it looks like if I'm saying this thing, it looks like no one is hearing me. Yeah? What do you think Martinelli brings to the table that would warrant him to start a game of football away from home against Liverpool today?
Nothing. And again, we've seen this for 5.5 years now.
Big
It's
up Hendo.
insanity. Big up
Real
Hendo, my
one in the
guy.
house. Real one in the house.
Yes, proper Arsenal. Starting Martinelli on the left is a slap in the face to Eze. It's a slap in the face to Trossard because both of those players are more informed than he is, and then he's been in the last 2 years. He's playing fucking sympathy. Well, what I'm thinking, Tony, is that he underestimated fucking Szoboszlai and think, oh, Martinelli will beat him. Martinelli will get past him. Martinelli. That's what he's thinking. He's thinking that, oh, he's done nothing in the last 2.5 years at Anfield, so I'm going to play him again in arguably the biggest game so far of this season where we really needed something, even if it was a draw. Remember, a draw at Anfield in the third week is not bad because we didn't have to go there again for another 35 games, regardless of cup games, but that's something different, right? I fucking sound like a recorder, bro. I just said the same thing last week. It's that he's expecting miracles to happen. He wasn't expecting us to go on and score 2 or 3 goals. He was expecting us to hold back, take him in, hit him on the counter, which is the same fucking predictable shit we've been watching for the last 5 years. And Liverpool, like, they don't know that? Szoboszlai was, I mean, besides the free kick, has been fantastic for them in the last 2 games. He fucking got him through against Newcastle. You know, he was one of their best, and he's playing right back. You know, and it's just Martinelli. As much as I love the kid, I have the black shirt with his name and number on the back. When he had right after he had that great
Bro,
season
he should go.
Goals, that was
He
3
should go.
years ago.
No, I wonder why we've not sold Martinelli in this transfer window. I mean, people. I mean, I don't understand. What is the reason why we haven't sold him? Saudi Arabia, I mean, a club, Al Hilal, or one club in the Saudi space here, won him for about 80 million. And Mikel Arteta is saying that this player is unsellable. What is the need of keeping this player that's just a passenger on the team, number one? And again, the excuse I'm hearing from some of his lovers are them telling me that, oh, he offers something defensively. Hell no. He's a left winger. A left winger is supposed to come in and left wing. That's what a left winger is supposed to come do.
Balls across the box, exactly.
Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking
about? Back and you come back way up.
I mean, they're telling me of Martinelli here, and they're saying, oh, he does something defensively. Bro, when you run a left winger for a big football club like Arsenal Football Club, you should be left winging. You should. I don't want to hear you talk about defense. You should be left winging. Bro, this guy doesn't left wing. And even the defense, they say he does. Bro, I mean, I don't see any defense. Today, it was Calafiore that was actually trying his very best to actually cage Salah. To be very sincere, he tried to cage Salah and he caged Salah the best way he could. How about that?
Yeah, big up Calafiore. He was
Martinelli is a big stinker in this team, and he needs to leave the football club. Arsenal, take the 80 million that Al Hilal is offering you for this clown. Take this clown off our hands. We don't need this clown in this football club. I mean, I'm just looking at him start yet. Do you know what yet? I mean, we can shout about Madueke and how bad he is, but he had a more better game today than Martinelli. Martinelli stank up the place.
Yeah. Madueke was ahead of Martinelli. Like, he would get the ball and go straight. Martinelli is far behind. He's far behind, bro. Goikarez is playing his role, trying not to get caught off sides, letting Madueke do, a couple of things. But Goikarez, I mean, he would have scored if Joe Gomez had a great play there at the end, right? I mean, Goikarez probably would have bagged that one. But coulda, shoulda, woulda is what we've been saying for years. We've hit the precipice. I'm telling you, Tony, if we're not in first or second place by December, they have to sack this manager. With this squad, this is a FIFA squad for all the gamers. This is a FIFA squad, bro. And I know that sounds funny, but it's like one of those squads where you can pick and choose, right? You can pick your career mode, and you can pick which players, kids go for Eze. Kids will pick the latest and greatest striker or whatever, Quakerez. You're going to make your FIFA team. But it's just, I know this squad, if they clicked with the right manager, would light up the league. There's just no doubt, bro. But this manager, like Hendo's been saying, he puts this constraints on the squad and forces them to play a specific style of football that it's predictable. It's not even identifiable because it's so dross. It's so bland. So there's no, like, you can't say there's a style or to it. There's a tactic, which is, don't get scored on. But at the end of the day, you buy easily one of the third best strikers in the world. You don't even utilize them that well. And it's not about with Goikarez, to me, it's not about the trickery and trying to loop one over the top and him, doing Goikarez things. Ball on the carpet, look for the channels and play a fucking through ball to let him run onto. If Sporting can figure it out, bro.
How was the best way? Oregon Gunner, regarding our injuries here and the injuries we had before getting into this game, how was the best way Mikel Arteta was to set up before getting playing in this Liverpool game today? What would have been the best setup for today that would have ensured us that we could get a win or at least a draw?
The best setup would have been the same back four, and then I wouldn't mind Zubimendi and Rice in a double pivot, although I don't think that's necessarily needed at times. But after today, it's definitely needed because when Rice is out of position, you see him just charging back, bro. And then it's like we get the ball, but there's no one in that midfield gap. So describe it, I would say you have to play the same four, right? I think Calafiori's, after the last 2 or 3 games, has really earned that spot now over Lewis Skelly, right? Just from the performance today, to me, he was one of the best players on the pitch. But you keep the same back four, Rice and Zubimendi, but then you put Eze in that gap, and then you put your attacking three, right? So it's a 4-2-1-3, essentially, and you put Madwecki on the left, you put Goikarez in the middle, and you put Waneri on the right. Right behind him is Eze, and then the two behind him is Rice and Zubimendi, and then the back four. Yeah. So it's a 4-3-3 with a midfield triangle with an attacking center mid.
You can imagine that. But again, what do you have to say about Mikel Arteta's game management? I mean, see, Oregon Gunner, we've always been talking here. Year in, year out, season in, season out. Even in all 3 seasons that this man has been able to scoop a title, now, gotten closer to catch these teams that have won over us.
Right.
We've always said one thing: his in-game management stinks, and it outrightly stinks. Yeah, that's it. Palace has gone 1-0 up against Aston Villa, and they just lost their biggest player. But again,
his job is on the line.
Exactly, bro. Again, throw that all away. Yeah, we're talking about this game that we lost as Arsenal fans. See, yeah, but do you think, that this manager in any way, can be able to up his in-game management, or is it something that he's just stubborn to change? Because when he wins against Liverpool, we can't say, oh, yeah, he's got good in-game management in that one, and then in Liverpool game we say, oh, he doesn't have in-game management. Like, which is which? What is going on here? What has to happen, bro?
I think that he's too pragmatic. He thinks too hard. I think the latter of what you said in those 2 points, that he's stubborn, but he's kind of pragmatic in a way that he's so worried about the opposition scoring against us. But we have a good, solid defense, right? So, and we do. And I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at the GAGD. Of course, I look at it once in a while at the table, but I don't make comparisons of that, right? I use my fucking eyes and my knowledge of the game over 40 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So with Arteta, I just want him to think about the squad you have right now. Think about why retaining the ball defensively and playing the ball out the back is so key to something, because all it does is give me a coronary. I don't know about you, Tony, but when I watch David Rea being a sweeper slash keeper, that doesn't build attacking confidence in me. And Arsenal, throughout history, throughout the last 30 years plus, have been known for that slick, fast-moving, attacking football, right? We used to terrorize teams with attack, not defense. We weren't known for always keeping the possession and passing it sideways. No, it was about forward runs. It was about finding Henry, Bergkamp, Sanchez, Robert Perez. You think Robert Perez is want to play left wing in this fucking team?
Bro, I
You think
mean,
Freddie Lundberg wants to come in this squad and play on the left side like he did occasionally, I think? You know,
bro,
I mean,
don't think so,
Henry
bro.
on the left side, drifting center left. If he was asked to play left wing, is he going to do Martinelli things? I mean, and again, it's as much as we get mad at Martinelli, but he's isolated, bro, on the left side. His heels are basically on the touchline. So he gets the ball. He has nowhere to go. But Arteta should know this. We know this because we've seen the same shit for 5 years. The same shit. Like, you now have a very good bench. Is it the best bench in world football? No. But it's Eze, Waneri, whatever names. Eze, Waneri are the prime ones that stick out. You can say Odegaard today can do something, but if he's so injured, why did you not start him? I mean, what's this extra 68, 70 minutes? He's just going to heal up sitting on the bench. I mean, it's just stupid.
Yeah. Big up to Bagger, big up to Cooper. Cooper, my American friend, is down here. Big up to Bagger, my American friend, also down here too. Big up to two of them. Yeah, I mean, and of course, I know Cooper will be very angry. I know Cooper will be he'll be so pissed. People, I know Cooper will be so pissed today. Bagger wouldn't like what he saw today, man. No. I mean, shocking game today. Not that we totally played bad, but we just know that we have something more better to give us something more better out there. And it's just sitting down on the bench. Eze, one of those difference makers, sitting down on the bench. Max Doman, sitting down on the bench. And you could see when he came on, he was trying to take on players directly. You could see there's something there. You could see that he was fearless. You could see something is there, but why does Mikel Arteta wait until 3 minutes? I mean, 3 minutes before the end of normal time to bring in Max Doman, who could literally cause problems down there. It's so late. It's so late. I mean, see, just oppose the two managers. Just look at Anslot. He knows when to bring in players. He knows when to tell Ekitike, okay, go take a back seat. Go sit down. Let me bring in Chiesa. I mean, he takes off all the players. He knows when to bring them on. He knows when to make them more effective. He knows how to do it. And he gets the same results again and again. The same thing we saw against Newcastle. Took away Ekitike.
Bargov knows how to do it. Cooper knows how to do it. Acers. Sorry to interrupt, but Arnie Slot's not the only one that knows how to do it. Bargav knows how to do it. Cooper knows how to do it. I know how to do it. You know how to do it. Lee Gunner knows how to do it. Jez, Hendo, Acers. We can figure out subs and what players need to be replaced. I mean, what are we talking about here? Again, $1 billion fucking pounds spent. And it's the same crap we've seen for the last 3.5 years plus. Especially last season.
Bro. It's the same crap. It's the same crap. We're not even moving the ball quicker without our biggest hitters down there, bro. It doesn't look good. And again, people would always complain and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we had injuries, to our big players.
That's
Saliba
part of the game.
Injured.
Part of the game.
Because Saka is injured, Odegaard is injured. I mean, we can say all these things, but we have a bench. We still brought in people that could, we still have someone there who could still do something.
Right.
We still have Max Doman. We still have Eze on the bench. Waneri. Why did he resign Waneri if he doesn't want to reuse him? What is this? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
But
make sense.
again,
It should be
Oregon's gonna.
saying,
I want to ask you this. Oregon's gonna. I
yeah,
want to ask you this. Meeting Liverpool at the early stage of this season, yeah, and with this bit
yeah.
they've given to us, this 1-0 win, yeah. Do you think it takes away any chance of us winning this league title this season? Does this derail our season as title winners?
You know,
Or do you think it's something we can get back, back on track and win from now till December and
that's
get
up
into
to
a more
Arteta.
better position?
That's up to Arteta. That is in Arteta's fucking hands, Tony, to make that decision. It is not for me to make that decision. It's not for any of us to make that decision. We know what we want. Does this manager want to win, or does he want to develop players with a play style that is predictable? Because to me, it's like we've said this many times on our shows, Tony, that is Arteta out to win, or is he out to build his coaching CV by saying I brought up players? We were looking at Sesko for 6 months, at least.
Mhm.
Sesko,
Yeah,
his signing, he
exactly.
wanted, and we didn't get him. And now
Exactly.
we know why, because he's
Bro,
shit right now.
bro,
Now,
we've seen him.
so
It's
if
a
we would have got
stinker in the
Sesko,
Premier
it
League,
would
bro.
be the Sesko thing, and it would be about Sesko, right?
He's
But again, we
Tesco.
have one of the top strikers in the world,
Sesko is
Tony. And
Tesco,
I
bro.
don't understand how the Sporting Lisbon manager can figure it out with that midfield. But we have this midfield that we've spent $200-300 million on and can't get a through ball to one of the best strikers in
Bro,
the world
we
based on
can't even
form
get
right
a through
now.
ball to him. You hit
Not
the,
one,
bro, you hit it
not
on the nail.
one, not
Bro,
one,
an assembled midfield,
one.
bro, with that amount of
Yeah,
money,
Cooper,
can't
listen.
even send one true ball to one
Not
of the most
one.
little strikers the world have seen.
That's all he wants
Make
is
it make
something to run
sense.
onto. That's all he needs. How could Sporting Lisbon
Oh,
figure this out? But Arteta can't. And he's supposed to be the fucking guy, bro. He was a rookie when he started. We are doing nothing right now but shaping this man's fucking CV, bro. That's all we're doing right now. Look at Cooper's comment. You have
but
Eze, Ranieri, and you choose Moreno. Exactly. That's what we were mentioning that just a little
true,
earlier.
true,
Like,
true.
how
Where
can
is
you
that
pick
coming? That's
Moreno?
true. That's true from
How can
Cooper.
you pick
Exactly.
Moreno?
That's true. I
And
agree, Cooper.
he is healthy. Facts, Cooper. He's healthy. He's on the fucking bench. He's healthy. What is the 68 minutes he's sitting there? He's all of a sudden going to be cured. Like all of a sudden now the 68 minutes is just going to was a precautionary. 68 minutes, bro. Just throw him in. Let the team play with their fucking captain. I mean, I don't really rate Odegaard. I think he's good at times. He has his moments. We can admit that he has his moments. But again, he's from the elite school of football. He is not from the blue-collar, working-class football style etiquette, academy stuff. He's from the preppy, elite side of football. And you and I have talked about this, Tony. There's two different worlds in football. There's the blue-collar side, and there's the elitist side. And the elitist side sometimes cannot handle the physicality of the blue-collar player, right? But the blue-collar player doesn't have the speed and techies that the elite player has, right? It's a combination of both of those things coming together to win games. Okay, that's one thing I love about football. It's about coming to all these different players from different places across the globe coming together to achieve something great, right? But our captain, bro, in the 85th minute could have looked around, looped the ball, had done something, but he decided to play it back to Mascara, 15 yards behind him, so we can set up again. But the defense is already set. The low block is set. That's the thing. There's no urgency with this manager. Like, he doesn't think that defenses aren't finding out and are dynamic in their setup when we're trying to attack. And Liverpool is not Leeds. I was gassed about the Leeds too. 5-0. Gyökeres, 2 goals. It looked great. And if we would have taken that into Liverpool, I really think we could have gotten something, maybe a 1-1 draw, a 2-2 draw, but there was nothing, like one shot.
bro. No, I mean
I mean,
one
it's just
shot. Even
like
people even saying in the chat, one shot, bro. One
it's not
shot, bro.
because it's not striker centric football. Right? Do you think that's a good term? It's not striker centric, bro. The striker, the target man, isn't the target man in a fucking Mikel Moreno setup.
It's not. It's not. Then why
It's
put
just
Gyökeres
not.
down
He's
there?
a wing
You just
play
put
and
in
giving the ball
Gyökeres
in,
there to just
playing
be
a
a
beautiful goal
sacrificial
from
lamb.
4 yards out.
Then why put Gyökeres
Anyway,
there? Oh, I mean, why put him there, man? Why
because
put
Bruno
Gyökeres
knows
there
what's
in a
up.
system? I mean,
Bro,
this is
there's
not
going to be
working,
like
man.
a
It's
bit
not
of war
working,
come
man.
December if things don't change. If we're not first or second, and I mean second by behind like 3 or 4 points, maybe, if it's Liverpool or Chelsea at this point, they have to sack him. December. If we're literally third, fourth, fifth in December, they have to sack him, bro. And to be honest, I would bring in the Crystal Palace manager because he can get the best out of Eze. He's beating Villa 1-0. He's taking it to Villa. He's playing attacking football without essentially their best player, still winning games. What does that tell you, Tony?
Okay, you know what? Yeah,
I
before
would take
December,
Glasgow right fucking now.
if we sack Mikel Arteta by December, yeah, who do we bring in?
Glasner from Crystal Palace, or we go for Luis Enrique or Xavi Hernandez. Those three, if they bring in some, are you going to bring in fucking Potter? I mean,
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking the
I
question. I
don't
mean,
no. At times I want Allegri and Ancelotti. At this point, I'm bringing Conte. At this point, but feel like Conte ball. But that's all subjective to the team that he's managing, right? He just fucking
yeah.
won it at Napoli. Luis Enrique won it at PSG. If we had, bro, and to cap it off, Tony, they should have sacked him the moment Ange Postecoglou lifted the fucking Europa League trophy. Let's be real. They should have been on the phone right then. The moment those pricks lifted that trophy, they should have been on the phone. Another missed opportunity because we could have got a different manager in, same players, hopefully. Berto would have been in the mix, so possibly the same players with a more of an attacking philosophy than this possession-based, don't let them score because we can't score because I'm not setting them up to score, so I don't fucking expect them to score.
Exactly. And again, Oregon Gunner, yeah. One of the questions I wanted to ask you today, yeah. I mean, injuries are becoming something that we
Yeah.
can't control. Everyone knows that injuries are things, yeah, that are beyond our control. But by the way, when these injuries become a reoccurring story, season after season, and this season alone, they've all started right from the get go. From the get go. I
Yeah.
mean, we just
For
lost
4 weeks,
Saliba
bro.
today, a rock
Yeah.
in our defense. We
For
just
about 4
lost
weeks.
him today in defense, people. So now we've just lost Saliba. Probably we've lost Benjamin. Probably we've also lost Bukayo Saka also. Other guy is in 100%.
Out.
I mean,
Back.
these players are falling like flies. What what is the problem, man? And again, one of our new acquisitions here that I've never seen when he was playing at Brentford here, he wasn't an injury-prone player at all.
Right.
Far from it. It was the captain here, but apart from being the
Yeah,
captain, he
exactly.
was one
Get
tough
the
guy
piece of
here.
those
You had to
Scotland
see him
boy
injured.
card. I
But
know.
right now,
Happens
Nordgaard is
to you.
getting injured left, right, and center. I mean, bro, he can't even play a match for Arsenal. Bro,
Right.
what is going on here? So I'm asking you this question. What is
Right.
going on with injuries in our football club? What is the problem? Why is Bukayo Saka down? At the same time, Odegaard is down.
Right.
At the same time, who else? Nordgaard is down.
Right.
Can you give us perspectives into this, bro?
Well, I feel that a lot of it has to do with the high press. Right? You press and press and press teams, bro, up the pitch, right? They're going to find ways to get around that, and now you've got to recover. You know, Saliba pulled up. Why? Because he was recovering from being up, up the pitch, right? Saka was a
Mm.
little different. He was receiving the ball, I think, did some dribbles and pulled up, if I remember. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame the medical guy. I'm not necessarily going to blame Arteta for this. I mean, some can say he's overplaying certain players, and I accept that argument as well. Saliba, like AJ, I think said earlier, Saliba has been overplayed a bit, and we know Saka's been overplayed. So I think that as well plays a part of it. But when you're constantly pushing teams in their own half and not scoring, and then getting beaten, getting rushed in transition. Like I've said before, Tony, there's so many times, our weakest point is transition. Is
Mm.
getting the defenders back, getting organized, getting Declan Rice back, because he is our box to box. If he's caught up too far up the pitch, which he was today, and had to
Yeah.
fucking backtrack, we saw him backtracking many
Exactly.
times. Right? We're not utilizing
Mm.
these players to their strengths. But when we are utilizing them to their strengths, there's no end product.
I don't.
Right? They're doing.
I
See,
don't.
that's why I don't really blame the players today so much. I know we talk about injuries, but it kind of bleeds into tactics and the way you play, right? It's not just,
Yeah.
I think it has to do a lot with the high press, getting back in transition, and then getting possession and then rushing up again. After time, your muscles, are tired out, and I think that's a lot of it as well as the overplaying of certain players, i.e., Saliba, Saka, and even Odegaard at some point. But it is
Oregon.
disheartening, man, this early in the season to have 4 or 5
Oregon.
players down.
We've always criticized Mikel Arteta most of the time for playing players uh, usually out of position. Today, I saw Slot, who was actually won Premier League title. I mean, goodness gracious,
Yeah,
yeah. But he tucks in Sassuolo in that right back position.
yeah.
I mean, and he gets a
Because
tune
he's an
out of it,
engine.
in it.
He's an engine. He's an engine, bro. He's just an engine. I
Mm.
mean, it's a simple
Because
fact.
if Mikel Arteta would say, "Oh, he's playing a player out of position," right? But we just
Right,
saw Slot play a player out of position
right.
and got 100% effective play from that
Who's
player,
been their best
and he
player the
played him
last
outside position.
right, and he was fantastic against Newcastle as well. Let's be real.
Exactly, yeah.
Um,
And he
no,
scored a
hey,
screamer today.
he did. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. Dominic Szoboszlai is a very, very good player, and not only
Mm.
that, he's a very, very good athlete. Right? If
Yeah.
Thomas Partey's right back and Szoboszlai's right back, and they have a 200 or 400 meter race, who's going to win that race? Not Thomas Partey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
different. It's different. Now, if you would put Ryan Gravenberch at right back, then that would be something like, oh, that's different. But when you put
Yeah.
a speedy 5 foot, 7'6"
Mm-hmm.
player who's
Mm-hmm.
built like a brick shit house and has
Yeah.
low center of gravity and can fucking run, that player will win out every time. And talking about this before, we've talked about athleticism and what athleticism really means in football. It's not always the
Yeah.
techie, right? I mean, yeah, Odegaard
Yeah.
makes things look good once in a while when there's an end product. But I gotta admit, the back heels and stuff, that shit's fun to watch. But that's kind of an era of football gone by. My thoughts, the Premier League. You want to be techie, go to Spain or Italy. Like, go be techie there all you want. In the Premier League, as you know, Tony, and Big Up assembled in the chat, that it's power and pace. You get the ball in front of the attacker. You play through balls through the channel while the wingers, the strikers run onto them to get into the box to score.
Mm.
That to me is English football, right? Power and pace. You want to be techie? Go to Spain. Go to Villarreal, Sevilla, Valencia, one of those sub clubs that hardly win anything, because a lot of the techiness won't even get you in Barcelona, right? Barcelona are techie, but they have the right players doing the right techie things. Lamine Yamal is extremely techie, but he has end product, right? You see where I'm going with this? Right? You can be techie,
Yeah,
but there's
bro.
no end product. It's just fucking just standing there, just touching the ball around. Like, who cares?
I mean, bro,
But the Szoboszlai
it's
thing is,
horrible, bro.
he's just an athlete, bro. He's just a pure athlete. And, again, Arne Slot with the win. They
where do we go from here? What should be our realistic target this season? Because I mean,
besides
I don't
sacking
know
manager
if
today,
we're losing to our rivals for the title. at the start of the season, it doesn't mean we can't still win. But again, now that you've seen that this manager can't even go to get a draw at Anfield yet, what is the realistic position and the realistic target we should be looking at this season? Since we can't
Well, I
beat
think the
Liverpool
reality
in any.
is looking at it so far. If we, I mean, we know this is an early game. We know this is away to Anfield, a place we haven't won in since 2011 or 12. So it's
Yeah.
no surprise that we didn't get a result today. I was calling for 2-1 because I thought that he would play Eze. I thought that there would be some attacking
Yeah.
combination with Eze and Goikarez, which we saw a bit of, right? But again, Arteta doesn't think that way. He's going there not to lose, right? And there's a part of me that kind of respects that. It's the third game of the week. It's at Anfield. Let's get it done. We get a draw. It's essentially 2 points lost to them, a point gain for us,
Hmm.
essentially, right?
Hmm.
But now with that, but that 3 points, is so valuable. Like we will go back later this season and we will say that fucking game at Anfield where we could have probably gotten something if Arteta would have just let the chains off, right, and let the players express themselves and make the right subs and I mean, a whole list of things he could have done, Tony. But the fact of the matter is, where we go
Yeah.
from here is that we have to figure out a way to unlock Goikarez. Why have a striker if we don't let him play to his strengths? Why is he going out far wide to receive the ball with his heels on the touchline?
With it,
It
exactly,
doesn't
man.
make
I
sense.
mean,
He's
Elizabeth.
not a
I
guy
mean,
that switch with the wingers
oh,
and
oh, oh,
Goikarez down.
Oregon, gonna, you've just rekindled that fire in me again now, man.
I mean, it
Oh
was a
my
great
days.
defense
I
but he had to
mean,
do it
see,
all
yeah,
on his own.
the way we're using Gyökeres is the wrongest way to use him.
Criminal.
That is
Criminal.
the wrongest way to use Gyökeres.
It's
I mean,
criminal.
I've watched Portuguese football. I've seen how they use him. I mean, to their advantage. Yeah, they use him to the advantage, bro.
Sporting Lisbon
They
can
send
figure it out.
through
Why
balls
can't
to
we?
this guy. They look up top, bro. They look the ball up top for him, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, they cut into the middle and cut the fences open and set him up 1v1 with players
he's
because
chasing
he's
the ball,
fast,
bro.
he's strong. He could get in behind defenders. 1v1 is a monster. 1v2,
Yeah.
don't even go there. I mean, come on, man. We are using this guy in the wrongest of ways.
As a defending
And Mikel
false nine,
Arteta
Tony.
doesn't even see it.
He's a
He doesn't even see
defending
it.
false nine. Defending false nine, bro. He was more on the halfway line than he was in the 18-yard box. Why?
Telling you.
And those are the
And we don't
questions.
know that. It's
We
coaching
don't
cutscene,
know. It's
Mikel
part of
Arteta.
the tactics and the buildup, right? It's the slow, methodical buildup with expressing fucking thunderbolts and lightning at the end, right?
Mm,
We had them
mm.
pinned in their box for a long time. I mean, they had us pinned a couple times, but not really. To be honest, they didn't do that much. Salah was nowhere. Calafiore had Salah in his pocket, except for 1 or 2 times Salah got around, but both those shots were blocked, right? Salah did fuck
Yeah.
all. It was Schoberschlei that was at times inverted.
It's a Shubber's
Right?
guy. Yeah. He's
Schoberschlei was
mocking
the one that
himself
killed us. He
today.
inverted the right back, but he also knew how to
Yeah.
use him to get back because he knew that Martinelli's quick, and he knew that if Eze's on the left, he's quick. So who are you going to take? Schoberschlei versus Martinelli in one-on-one. Schoberschlei all day.
All day.
Right?
All
Yeah.
day.
There you
All
go.
day.
There you go. Right? So
All day.
looking at that lineup, and I know he didn't get it beforehand, looking at that lineup, you say, oh, fuck, Martinelli's completely out of form in the last 2.5 years, and he's going against, oh, well, he's not really a right back, so it'll be okay. The guy's a fucking athlete, bro. Like I was just saying, Schoberschlei could run another fucking hour, bro. That's
Honestly,
just
bro,
the
it
fact of
doesn't
it.
stop. It
He
doesn't stop.
doesn't stop.
Oregon
He's
unit. I'm
he's a
sorry.
top player.
Yeah, this just came to my head. Do
Yeah.
you think the reason why Saliba, Timber, Bukayo Saka, yeah, are dropping like flies is because of the upcoming internationals, so that their teams know that they're injured.
That's a little conspiratorial, Tony. No, Saka dribbled the ball and pulled up. Saliba, whatever happened today, pulled up, right? But again, Saliba's can be avoidable because it was in transition and he was chasing
Mm,
the ball, right? My point is with Saliba is that can be avoided by, I don't know, maybe not putting your center back so far up the pitch. I mean, I kind of get it because you want to pin in the opposition, but there has to be some level of fucking balance, bro. You
mm,
know,
mm,
we said it against Madrid that our weakness, even though we fantastically won both those games, but our weakness was going to be in transition, right? Remember how
yeah,
we talked about those midfielders, you know, what's his name, the
yeah,
Uruguay defender, the tall guy, I can't think of his name. They're number 8 or whoever it is. Chouameni getting on the ball, right? And making those passes out to Vinny Jr. Remember, we talked about how we're weak in transition and we don't want to
yeah.
get caught running backwards. And that's what happened with
Mm,
Saliba. He got caught running backwards and he pulled a hammy. I wouldn't look into any of it more than that, Tony. You know what I mean? Thinking about the
okay,
international, I don't
okay.
think the internationals are on their mind in the 72nd minute, right, at Anfield. I don't think they're on their mind. But
Okay.
the thing is that you're right. We now have about 6 players that are essentially injured, and Odegaard's not 100%. It's going to take Saliba an extra week to get match fit, so he's out for Newcastle and City. Right.
Ah,
So yeah. So I mean, I think Mascara can do a job. I
yeah,
think he did
Mosquera. I mean, Mosquera looks
today.
okay. Mosquera looks good. I
Gabriel,
won't
I
lie.
think
It looks
I think
okay.
him and Gabriel are tall, strong defenders, bro. And they're
Mm,
he looked okay, right? We will see what the future brings for Mascara, but for today, he slotted in just fine. He did nothing wrong. He didn't play a back pass that got picked up by Gakpo. He didn't do anything stupid in the box. He wasn't rash, right? He was actually pretty calm out there. And again, I don't
mm,
really blame these players. The only player I really kind of blame, and I even feel somewhat bad for that, is Odegaard, and that's because he's twinkle dicking with the ball and passing it backwards instead of really looking for forward progressing attacking passes. But other than that, I thought the squad overall did what they were told. I
mm.
mean, and this game just made it so obvious and blatant
It just
that
made it
Arteta is
obvious, bro.
controlling them, bro. He's
Mm.
not letting them express themselves.
It's not letting them express it, and I completely agree with you, bro. I completely agree with you. That's the truth. I mean, the assembled here asks a question. It says, Oregon, have we got the right players to play transition football he wants to play?
Um, that's a really good question. I think so. I mean, I think we do. I think Declan Rice is good in transition. I think Zuba was okay at winning the ball back, getting into tackles, even though he's not that taller, stronger player like Party that I would prefer, or even someone like
Mm,
Onana from Everton, right? I just think you
mm,
need to have
mm.
steel in that CDM position, and I like to have Gravenberch there, but I'm not so sure, Sam. Well, that's a good question. I think that's where our weakness is overall is in transition. But if Arteta is really going to address that, I think the window's over. The tactics have been laid, and it's up to Arteta to make that decision. Right? Are we good in transition? What do we need to work on in transition? That's all the shit Arteta needs to figure out. So for me, I think
Okay.
we're decent in transition because, again, the Real Madrid, I thought we'd really get smoked by that, but we didn't. Right? So at least that and to overall that level of performance against the Madrid games is what we need week in and week out. No ands, ifs, or buts. If we
And
perform like that week
yeah,
in and week out, I do think we can win something or at least be competitive. I'm never going to say we're going to win the league, Tony. I just, I can't bring myself to say that. But when I look at
mm,
this first 11, the right first 11, right? If we were to play Eze on the left or Eze in the 10 and, mix it up a bit, I just think that this squad is one of the best we've had in a while. And that with
yeah,
the
it's
right
very good.
manager and the right tactics, the right confidence and mentality, this squad
Mm,
could get us something. But I'm not gonna go so far as to say, oh yeah, we're gonna win all 38 leagues, 38 league games. It's just not. I just don't think it's possible with this manager. And Hendo said it earlier in the chat. He's been saying it since
mm.
day one. We will win nothing with this manager, no matter who we bring in. And
Hendon says something here. He
we're
says
through it by the
one
week.
of the
We play top teams.
Hendon, yeah, Hendon says something here. Direct question to you, bro. On Lee's Gunners show, somebody mentioned that Saliba actually got injured in the warm up, but Arteta still pushed him out to start the match. What do you have to say, Arden?
Well, it's not unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. I mean, how you feeling? Oh, I think it's okay, boss. Okay, go. Right? That could have been it. Yeah, I haven't been on Lee's channel. I listened to a little bit, but
Bag
yeah,
of says here, what you make of Gyökeres today? 0 shots again, but no sevens.
yeah, no service,
No
no
service,
service.
man.
I will
I
hand on
mean,
that.
we shouldn't be looking at it from the 0 point. We should be looking at it from no service point
Yeah,
because there
it's
was
not
no
great.
service for him
When
at
Gyökeres is a
all.
defending false nine, Bargav, what do you want him to do? I mean, even Ola said it, Lee Gunner's thing, like, or Maddie said it, like he was gassed because he was busy defending the, running back and forth, chasing the ball from Van Dijk and Konate. I mean, it's not striker centric, right? Bargav, it's not striker
Ah,
centric. It's not centered around having a target man. It's having your target man open up the middle so the wingers can go on wing play, and the striker turns and makes the run and follows through in the box, right, for that follow through goal. And that's just not. That's two attackers essentially. If we had the right mentality, the right tactics to utilize Goikarez to his strengths, I do think we will see results. But I don't think it's going to be enough to win the league from what I've seen. And if we play Newcastle like this, we'll get beat. If we play City like this, we'll get beat. We play Brighton or Bournemouth this way, we will get beat.
bro,
Right?
we'll get smashed up,
Again,
bro. Easy.
it was
We'll get smashed up by Leeds.
Leeds, and I'll admit it, Hendo, I was gassed. Goikarez got a brace. We look good, but in all perspective, it's fucking newly promoted Leeds, who are far, far from Liverpool, right?
Mm.
I mean, right? I mean, when you're talking David, was it David James is still playing? I didn't even know he was still playing football. I mean, yeah, it's great that we had the Leeds game so early, but the fact is, like you've said, Hendo, when the rubber hits the road, this manager ain't it. He does not have the tactical ability to get past people like Slot, who I don't think has done anything that marvelous at Liverpool. They pass and move, pass and move. That's the game. It's not
Awesome
stand
move,
around the
bro.
ball from the 18-yard box and twinkle your hair and then pass it back to your center back to start over again when you're already attacking fucking 3 yards from the 18-yard box. And the one he tried to dink to Goikarez earlier, and I'm talking Odegaard here towards the end, it's like he should have just shot it. It probably would have came off Allison. Goikarez would have been there.
Hmm.
Uh,
Arguing Gunnar, yeah. I mean, because we're coming to the end of the show. Do you think from here on, of course, in our next game, definitely after the internationals, Bukayo Saka fit and ready by then, um, we'll get back our players in.
right.
Do you think the whole dynamic changes when Bukayo Saka comes back to play and Odegaard is now fit to come back into the team and Eze has gotten his fitness levels up to the point to which will satisfy Mikel Arteta to let him start
I
games?
hope so.
Do you think it changes from there?
I think Saka will bring something different than Madwecki, but there's nothing Saka would
Big
have
up
done
to
today.
Andrew Bell. Andrew Bell in the chat. That's my guy, Newcastle, bro. How you doing, Andrew Bell? Have you forgotten about Andrew Bell? I mean, of course, he's been so busy. He's been so busy, But nice to see you here, Andrew Bell, my big Newcastle friend, man. How you doing, bro? Yeah, Oregon, you were saying something, bro.
I agree with Hendo. It's the dynamic not going to change, but I think that Saka does provide obviously a little more of a threat than Madwecki. But again, I say that and then I want to kick myself in the mouth because I know this manager is still going to play to Odegaard, who Odegaard's going to play to Saka, Saka's going to play to Odegaard, and it's going to be the most predictable crap, right? But does Saka bring something different? Yes, but What that is, I don't think is clearly defined right now. Right? I don't see
So you don't see a change in pattern when the boys rally back from the international.
60%, 60%
Do
no,
you see us
40%
changing? Do you
yes.
see us pummeling teams when
No,
Saka is back and everything
no,
is more defined? We know who we have. We know who we don't have. We know that
no.
Saka is gonna play. We know that Eze is fit enough to play. We know that Odegaard is back, full ready, locked, loaded to start again. Do you think it changes how we play?
Not if he's still if he's still handcuffed by Arteta.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, you're gonna watch Odegaard to Saka, Saka to Odegaard, you know, probably ignoring the whole left side of the pitch, like Martinelli's been ignored for the last 2 or 3 years, right? And I still think that's part of his drop in form. But other than that, I got to be with my man Hendo. 60% of me says no, things are going to change. But I do think that
Mm,
there will be times, there'll be moments, right? I think Hendo would agree with me. There will be moments of brilliance from Saka because I do rate him as a very, very good player. Is he world class?
yeah.
That's debatable, right? I don't want to get into that discussion, but I think he'd add something new, but at times, but it's all just based on moments, Tony. There's
There's
no
no
clear like
clear
you
substance.
can't see ball
Yeah.
movement through the spine of the team to Saka to get it
Mm,
out in the box and smash it far post with his left foot, right?
mm,
And I just feel that we've seen the same thing for the last 6 years. And
yeah.
I say the same thing to Typhoon Gaming. What's
Big up to
changed?
Typhoon Gaming. Big up to
It
Typhoon
was
Gaming. How about
Yeah, big up, man.
this?
But what's really changed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Liverpool, but we've played them many times in the last 6 years. Still got nothing.
Mm,
Nothing at
mm,
Anfield. And you can't tell me
mm.
that first half, Typhon, was good stuff to watch because that was dross football, bro. That first half was some of the
Typhoon
worst I've
says, yeah, we
seen
played this way as it's Liverpool. We wouldn't play this way
because of
against your
Arteta.
team. Arsenal were just bit by a wonder free kick.
I think it's a little more than that, buddy.
But again, see, Oregon good. Dissect what Typhoon said here. Do you think we were just bitten by a wonder free kick? I thought that free kick was it was a
Oh, it
worthy
was
break.
fantastic.
That
Right,
was
but
a
the thing is,
worthy break. To be
right, but
very
that's an
sincere
80
with you, it wasn't like Liverpool played us out the park today. Let's be very frank
exactly,
with it. We're just
exactly.
angry that we lost when we knew we could have won if the manager set up
Or got the
properly.
draw at least,
But
at
Liverpool
minimum.
didn't play us out the park and they were at Anfield, to be very sincere with you. And it is true, we're beaten by a worldie. But what do you pick up from that statement?
Well, I get what he's saying, but don't just look at the evidence today. Look at the evidence for the past 5 years. And that's the
Hmm.
thing. I think it's predictable. And if you're an Arsenal fan, you would know that it's predictable. It looks predictable, right? So I don't see, things changing unless Arteta unleashes the players, bro.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
I've said it several times in the show. Arteta is
Yeah.
constraining these players and their ability to express themselves. Let Eze cook. Let Goicoechea cook. Let them figure it out. They will figure it out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I just, I think in that first half, if we really would have just gone more into second or third gear, we probably could have snagged one goal. And if they score in the 82nd minute on a worldie, that's football. That's football, right? And
Yeah. But
so, and even the announcer, like Lee Dixon, and then were saying, like, fucking Van de Sar wouldn't save that. You'd name any keeper would not have saved that. It was right off his fingertips, bro. So, I mean, as much as I want Reina to be a little more maybe positioned to the right, but who am I to tell him that, bro? He's a Gold Gloves winner 2 years in a row, and the fucking ball went off his pinky and hit the post. I mean, it was a great goal, but I mean, in some ways, it was very lucky too to hit off the finger of the keeper, hit the post, and go in. Right? If we would have scored it 1-0, all glory to Arsenal. I get it. But the thing is that we know, but the thing is that we know, Tony, and you guys in the chat, is that this pragmatic approach isn't just Liverpool. We've seen this against Brighton. We've seen this against Brentford,
Bro,
Typhoon, and
yeah,
that's the point
exactly,
I'm trying to
man.
get to. This is not just a
Smaller
one-off. Oh, it was
teams.
Liverpool. This is a consistent
Yeah.
style and tactic deliverance from the manager that we've seen. So that's why we're more mad than just like, I don't know, like, oh, it's just a worldie. No, I'm pissed off that we didn't take advantage of, I'm sorry, a very not a weakened Liverpool defense. Konate is not that good. Van Dijk was doing a lot
It's
of the
not
work,
that
but
good.
Konate showed up when he had
And it
to.
even showed today because he was injured.
It
It
showed up
even
when he
showed
had
today
to.
because finally he was banged up and he was, he hobbled off the pitch. I mean, Gomez came to actually, you know, show up for him, innit? So, I mean, with a less than fit Konate, we couldn't do anything. Kekes, we make
Right.
Kekes look like Superman. In the first two games, I saw Kekes being grilled, being totally cooked by the players that played against him. And
Yeah, he's
today,
going to
he's just
take time
like
to get in.
Superman on steroids. Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
again,
either.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. At the end, I mean, the only high points you could say is that we got Anfield away done,
Mm.
and that we got Liverpool away out of the schedule now. We have 35 games in front of us. You know, and I know things are going to go up and down, and I don't think Liverpool are going to cruise so much like they did last season because,
Mm.
shout out Hendo, we were watching them against, I think it was Bournemouth 2 Fridays ago, and they were up 2-0, right? And Bournemouth came back with two fantastic Semenyo goals. So it's
Exactly,
not
man.
like,
We can't
you
even
know,
score against them.
I know that's the thing, and that's what I'm more mad and frustrated about is that the manager just like, okay, guys, it's Liverpool, fucking go out there and kill them. But no, he's like, okay, I'm gonna start three defensive mids. Zubamendi, you're gonna pull back, right? Hey, guys, this is a light bulb, guys. We're going to pull back, and Rice, you're going to do this. Oh,
Like,
and you're going to do this, and Madueke, you're going to do this, and Goikarez, I want you to come back to receive the ball, push down the center back, get the ball, and then run half the pitch and score a goal. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right?
oh
I
my
mean,
days.
let them play.
Let them
No, they
cook,
did play
Nicola
well
Nesta.
last
Let
season.
them
They
cook.
true. You got it
Let
for the
them
game.
cook. Let them cook. Let
They
them
did
cook.
step up.
I mean, we know Kekes was a big. I mean, people, we saw Kekes defend in the last two games, people.
Okay,
Yeah, we said he
yeah.
was a weak link. We made him look like Superman on steroids today, people. Yeah,
Yeah.
Konate. I didn't see those one-on-ones with Victor
Right.
Gyökeres I would have
Right.
loved to see today.
Right.
No single true ball sent to Victor Gyökeres. That's how
Right.
you get the best out of Gyökeres. You set him on the run. You get him into a situation where he gets 1v1 versus a
Push
player
off
like a Konate.
go.
I would
Yep.
relish him 1v1 with a Konate, people. But none given to him. No creativity in the midfield, bro. I mean, where does this work, people? When
It
was the
doesn't
last
work.
time you saw three defensive midfielders start a high pressure game at Anfield of all places? No creativity. What? Oh, come on.
I
Oh,
know the
come on,
more you
man.
think
Oh
about it, the
no,
more
oh
sadder I
no,
get.
oh no,
And
oh
I mean,
no. Bro, there
I
is no defending. There's
don't
no
want to
defending
blame
this
these
manager.
players.
Oh no, there's no
If
defending
him
this
missing
manager,
Zuma
this type
Bundy
of
ain't it.
stinker.
But I get that. But today, I don't think, as much as I want to give these players bad ratings, they were set up this way specifically, bro. And that's what's so frustrating. They were there in the first half. In the first half, like we've talked about before, I said, oh, maybe we take Odegaard out and play Zuma Bendy there because Zuma Bendy can get the ball and actually play a through ball. We've seen it. It's done it with Real Sociedad. He puts him in
Bro,
the top right.
Zubimendi
I know
lost
he's
the
not the most
ball.
physical guy, but
Again,
let
we've not
him
even talked
cook
about this Zubimendi guy. Bro, Zubimendi is being caught so many times in the midfield for my liking.
because he's set
Yeah.
up that way to be. Because he's receiving the ball from Raya, who's our fucking fifth center back, our fifth defender. He's told to come all the way back, get the ball, turn, look for the wings. It's predictable. And it just plays. How many times in the first half, Tony, did your fucking heart come out of your stomach? Because when
Bro,
we're
so
around his
so
back,
many times today. David Raya.
he just fell
What
over.
nonsense.
Why? It's so stupid. Exactly, Hendo. I would say go for Onana from Everton right now. Get that 6'4" beanpole in the middle of the fucking park. And Zubamendi can, I thought that there was fight there, Hendo. But the thing is that he's fighting him off because he can't do what he's trying to do. But what was he trying to do? He just slowed the ball. There's a time he put his foot on top of the ball and looked around and played it back to fucking Raya. We're trying to pull them so forward out of position, but when they don't take the bait, Tony, it's a pull. How you going to get them out of position when they don't take the bait? How are you going to catch a fish
exactly,
when they don't take the bait?
Exactly.
Even
Godfrey says it up
they're
here.
not doing it. So we don't know what to do.
Even Godfrey says it here. Set up Gyökeres to fall today.
Absolutely.
With that stupid midfield. Exactly. Bro.
Absolutely.
Pop and plain truth. There's a fact.
He's the fucking midfielder today, bro.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
He was more in the halfway line than he was in the attacking third today, Tony.
Fact, bro.
He was more on the halfway line.
Anthony Herbert, bro. Anthony Herbert coming at the tail end of the show. He says, big up, lads. Got at it. Wasn't a free kick, in my opinion, but what a free kick. I mean, bro, it was bad, man. It's shocking. It's shocking. The assembled said here. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say to our friend Anthony that put in the chat, Anthony, was Gyökeres set up today to even be fucking successful at all? Was Gyökeres today, Anthony, set up to be successful and do what he does? 92 goals, Anthony, in 2 seasons. Why can Sporting Lisbon figure it out, but we can't, Anthony? Yeah. My hero.
What I expensive midfield.
Let me know in the chat.
Of course, the assembled says you're Hendon, but on the data chart, Zumi is perfect for our retention of the ball tactics. Which is true, though. But Mikel Arteta is just misconstruing everything and causing chaos in where chaos ought not to be. But again, Typhoon says down here, I mean, I like this Typhoon guy, the Duckett guy, right?
Yeah, it's great. Big up Typhoon in the chat.
Big up Typhoon. Typhoon says Zubamendi needs to bulk up. He doesn't get bullied too easily. He isn't fast to recover when a player has the bitten of our midfield. I mean,
right. What did we buy him for? Did we buy him to be solid in the back and protect the back four, or did we buy him to ping a pass, thread the needle, as they say, right? Thread the needle, right? Why is it keeping him from doing that? And again, I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming Arteta. Arteta has him too far back. They have him running around, retrieving the ball, passing this way, getting the ball back, putting it to Ray, getting the ball back, doing absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah,
it's
this is the main problem. This is the main problem. This is the main problem. This is the main problem with Superman. Superman is being left alone, centrally alone. So when he loses the ball, there's no other person in a pivot to actually help him out. There's nobody in that pivot to actually help him out. How about keep Declan Rice in that pivot and give him a controlled license to move up the pitch? A controlled license. Not the license to just move up anywhere you like. Controlled one. So sit back with Zubamendi, because these players are getting ahead of Zubamendi anyhow they like these days. I mean, look at that Liverpool midfield, the way they were just passing Zubamendi today in that second half. In the first half, it was a little bit okay because he had a little bit more protection from Merino and, of course, Declan Rice. But in that second half, it was like it was just there alone. It was just, it was just there alone. So Mikel Arteta has to define it. What is Declan Rice's role in this team? Is he a centre back? Is he a? Is he a? Define what he is. Because what I think is that you should actually make Declan Rice play in a double pivot with Zubamendi. It solidifies our midfield, protects our back four, and actually just gives us a little bit of grit in midfield. But when you don't define Declan Rice's role, he plays in centre back. He plays in number 8 role. I mean, he's all over the place. And he leaves the guy that is supposed to be protecting in a double pivot, which is Zubamendi, wide open. and he's just new to this league. He doesn't know the do's and don'ts in this league, and they
Right,
just
right,
completely rip him open.
right,
Bro,
right.
man.
No, I think I've gauged Rice a lot since he's been here on if the announcers, the commentators call his name, right? When you don't hear his name mentioned, in my opinion, he's just out there being a passenger. And I know that happens in football, right? There's 10
Mm,
outfield players. You can become a passenger really easily, right? But the Declan Rice
yeah.
that took the ball up and attacked that Real Madrid defense relentlessly on that left side over and over and over got us those rewards, those free kicks, got us some fouls. Well, I didn't get the free kicks. I think Saka got injured, but whatever the technical
Mm,
things. You know what I'm trying to say? Declan Rice he was just a specific way. But I agree with you 1,000%,
yeah.
Tony. He again is the cleanup man, right? But he's not the cleanup man because now Zubamendi's the cleanup man. So where does that leave Rice? Right? That's a really good thing you brought up because he did not. I think he played well. I think he did what he was told to do by this manager. But again, let the leashes off. Let him get the ball to the left side. Let him run, attack the final third. If you get blocked off, Odegaard should be there to support, or Eze if he's playing in the 10, which we know is probably not going to happen. So Odegaard's there to
Yeah.
support, and then get the ball, deliver it again, right? Not pass it back to the center back. Keep the forward
Mm,
progress moving. So a lot of times, if Rice makes those runs and Odegaard supports, Rice runs into a wall. He looks at Martinelli and says, "Well, fuck, that ain't going nowhere." So he looks back to
yeah.
Odegaard. Right? And then
Mm,
Odegaard, what does he do? He moves the ball to Saka. Saka, what does he do? There's nothing there because of a double team. It goes back to Odegaard. And what does Odegaard do? He passes it back to the center back. And we have to set up again. And now the defense is already set in the low block. That's the problem.
exactly. Now that's how you break tactically. Yeah, that's how you break football tactically. I mean,
Right.
Oregon, what? See, Godfrey says something here. He says, we finally have a nine. I mean, Oregon's gonna, I mean, just take note here. We finally have
Right.
a nine to win us this high pressure games, but we're playing like we have no options up front like last season. Today was a
Right.
shambles. Arteta needs to stop playing Rice in the eight.
Mm.
Exactly what I was just saying.
Yeah. I mean, what's stopping us from playing Eze on the left, Rice in the 6, and Odegaard on the right? What's stopping us from having two creative attacking midfielders? Right? I mean, because he wants to play defensively. He wants
Mm,
possession-based defensive football. And to a point, I get that because we go back in time, Tony. We go back in time to Mustafi, Koscielny, Mertesacker,
mm,
Squillaci, right? Luis, Socrates, right? Our defense was shit, and our attack was
yeah.
good, right? We had Sanchez, Ozil, Ramsey, etc., Walcott, etc. You know what I mean? But now it's like it's flipped. Like our defense is better than our attack, but we have one of the top 5 strikers in the world that's playing
Oh,
fucking center defensive mid.
oh,
None of that works. That's not how this works. And I'm dead serious, and I'm thinking Hendo mentioned this too. If Berta is here to really do a job, he's watching Arteta right now. And he's
mm.
watching what's going on because this team is built to cook. Again, FIFA
It's good to
team.
cook,
It's a
bro.
FIFA
Bro,
team.
you can't tell me this. You can't tell me these
$1 billion
signings we
spent.
just brought in are bums. No, they're not bums. I don't agree, bro. There's no one who would tell me that these signings that Antrebe just brought into these football clubs are bums. None of them
Right.
are bums. I mean,
It's
we
a
can talk
rebuild.
about Notgard or
Great
whatever,
signings.
but see, people, we've brought in players for this manager to help him out. He's done nothing. He's done nothing, people.
No,
Big up to
and
Don T, yeah.
we have
Don
Don
T's that
C.
he says, big up TJ and Dow.
Top
Uh,
Arsenal.
big ups, man. He says, hit them likes. Have you subscribed? Yeah, big up to Don T, man. And then, yeah, see, the assemblage says, this manager has continually improved this squad and somehow it's
It's
worse. Make
worse.
that make sense. We've come second
100%
3 times, and each time we're second with
with
a
worse.
worse output. Meaning I mean,
And what's the common denominator of that, fellas? What's the common denominator? Mikel Arteta
Mikel
is the
Arteta.
common denominator in this. Again, if Sporting Lisbon can figure it out and get Goicoechea to do these things, and I know it's the Portuguese league, I don't care, but as I'm talking about style and substance. Style and substance.
Yeah.
If the fucking Sporting Lisbon manager can figure it out with that no-name midfield and can actually have Goicoechea run the show, why can't this manager do it with far more better players than Sporting has? We dumped Sporting out, 5-0, last season before? I mean, it's just, it makes you think, Tony. What would the Crystal Palace manager get out of this club?
It makes you think.
You
know what? Yeah, Arjun
Gunnett right now.
Just before we go, Arjun, just before we go, this is where I would leave this thing. I want to see us. Yeah, I want to see us when we come back after the international break. Okay. I want to see how we bounce back from this defeat. I want to see how we respond.
Forest. I think we play Forest next.
We'll play Forest at home. Arjun Gunnett, will you better judge this team when we come back from the internationals? Do you want to see us? Do you want to see? Are you keen in seeing how we respond to this loss, or you're not just keen to seeing anything? You've made up your mind that we're not winning anything this season.
I've made up my mind that we're not winning anything, and when I mean anything, I mean the Premier League and the Champions League. This team should cruise. If the right draws are given, we should cruise through the Carabao Cup. We should cruise through the FA Cup. Those are fucking bottom minimals that this squad could achieve with the right manager. It all depends on Mikel Arteta and how he wants to set up this team for the rest of the season, Tony. Yeah. Because I don't think this is the only time we're going to see this type of football. And again, that first half was some of the worst I've seen in years. When your left back is the one controlling the game, there's problems, bro. There's problems in that. Shout out to my cousin's husband, Steve. I'll call him my Uncle Steve. He's new to football. Big up Uncle Steve. But you know what? He visited us last year from Cali, came up to Portland, and we had a great time. I showed him Arsenal. I explained to him that English football is not the MLS, right? And now he's an Arsenal fan. Now he's texting me saying, this is crap.
Imagine.
If my Uncle Steve knows that this is shit, then there's a common denominator.
Bro, that's fire on the mountain, bro. That's fire on the mountain.
There's a common denominator, bro. If my Uncle Steve can text me at halftime and say, what is this crap?
What is this crap?
I know.
See here, people, yeah.
I hear.
See here, people. I want to see how we bounce back. This is it. I'm not going to say we're not going to win anything, because with this couple of players, I think we can get something. Not with these new players we've just invested into this football club. We should get something going. But again, I want to see how we bounce back, how we respond to this loss against Liverpool. But very, very key. What we do against Nottingham Forest. Do we come back angry, bitter, ready to rip the throats of Nottingham Forest like vampires? Are we angry enough to actually get something and put a big performance to show against Nottingham Forest that we're really angry and that we're vexed for what happened against Liverpool? I want to see the response. Just before we go, your thoughts on Hincape, our new signing coming to the football club as a left winger and a left centre back. What do you think about him? Slightly before.
I never heard of him, but I was up last night and I watched 10 to 15-minute YouTube clips of him, which of course gives no way of an overall impression. But I think it's a decent signing. His Spurs were after him as well, so we beat Spurs to another one, so that's a plus. But I don't know, and we'll see. But he looks the real deal, at least from what I've
He
seen.
looks
I don't
good,
really
right?
watch Bundesliga much, but you got to admit that Leverkusen team has been torn apart. So we'll see what we can get out of this Hikape guy. Hincape, I think he's Uruguayan, to be
Lukaku.
honest.
Yeah,
Hikape,
yeah.
he's
He,
Uruguayan. Yeah.
yeah. No, 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 no. It's from Ecuador. He's Ecuadorian.
Ecuador. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was
Yeah,
Uruguay. But
from
yeah, you're
Ecuador.
right, Ecuador. Because shout out RSM. I think he's from Ecuador as well. Um, However, it's going to be up to this manager how he uses them. Is he going to invert them? I mean, who the fuck knows? I mean,
Oh
I know
my
the
days, bro.
guy. It seems like I'm going to get behind any player no matter what in some way, shape, or form, right? I mean, I'm going to give Hikepe some
Yeah.
time to adjust. We probably won't see him. We definitely won't see him, I don't think, out of the international break because I think Calafiori right now is kind of holding down that left back spot. But I thought maybe he would slot in as a center back next season because Saliba will be gone. So I think Hiccup, to me, I didn't know he was a left back to begin with. I thought he
He's a
was
left
going
back.
to replace Saliba, but it looks like when Saliba leaves, it's going to be Mascara, right?
It's gonna be
Because Saliba's going to
Mosquera.
go,
Yeah,
bro. I have no qualms that he's going to leave next summer.
I'm
But
sure.
that's a
I'm sure
different
he's gonna
conversation
leave.
for a different day, right? That's a conversation for a different day.
That's a big conversation for another
But
day.
coming back, like you're saying, coming back for the international break, I'm not expecting much. I do expect us to beat Forest, of course, but I'm not expecting this dynamic, pass and move fucking football. I mean, if he puts out the same thing against Forest and we pass the ball sideways and backwards and play more passes in the back with
I
Raya,
mean, West Ham smashed them up today, 3 goals to
they
nil.
did.
So
Well, West Ham
it
needed a
should be an
response.
easy game, isn't it? It should be an easy
Well,
game against
there's
Forest.
nothing easy, I don't think, for us in the Prem. There's nothing easy for Arsenal, Tony. You can say that for Liverpool City. Well, it can't even that. I mean, City have lost 2 in a row now. But I think that coming back to the international break, I'm hoping that gives Arteta some time and the players to review the tape and see where they did wrong. And Arteta needs to look at, I need to change things up. I need to play more to my number 9. I need to play Eze because he's ready to play. Why would you have Eze on the bench and put in fucking Martinelli? I will never, ever understand that decision from the get-go because I do believe we got at least 1 goal in the first half. So I don't know, Tony. I don't know what to expect after the national break. I don't know. But I know one thing. I want Arteta out. I want him out tonight. And thanks for having me on the show.
All right, what do you got coming up?
Not a lot. Still nursing the eye infection. It's getting a lot better actually. It's not bad, so that's why I got the shades on. It's not because I'm cool. Well, I'm kind of cool, but anyway.
You cool, bro. You cool,
bro. I'm so cool. I gotta wear shades inside. No, hoping the eye infection. Not much coming up. Probably hop on a show to what's today, Sunday. Maybe if Yeti's doing something, I might join Yeti or Jez or somebody, see who's on. Got a couple errands to run today. Got to take my kid to the basketball stuff and get some lunch and probably chat with Hendo a bit on WhatsApp if he's up and awake or wanting to. Probably not. It's only 8:30. I don't know. Probably chat with all you guys about more Arsenal shit.
Sure. We're having the show next week, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
We're having the show next week.
Available Tuesday, Tony. If you want to do something Tuesday, I'm available.
Okay. We'll look into that, my
brother.
Big up gaming. We should be having something. Crystal Palace just went 2-0 up against Aston Villa at Villa Park. And they're not even going defensive. Bro, people, I mean, that's how you go to enemy lines, and show them you're serious. I mean,
just lost their best player.
Crystal Palace just went to Villa Park, which is bro. This is a big game for them. They go to Crystal Palace, bro. Crystal Palace goes to Villa Park.
They're gonna go above us
and tear shit up at Villa Park. That's how you roll when you go to a bigger club. When you go to, to a Footavera's ground to go there and stop the yard. So they're
Tony, let me ask you before we leave. I know we're an hour and a half. I know we got to get going. But let me ask you this one question. What manager would you bring in right now to replace Arteta? If you were to make the phone call tonight, who do you call?
Right now, I won't mind an Enrique if it's gonna leave PSG to come.
Okay. Who's Martinez to United? Who's Martinez? Lautaro Martinez?
Yeah, Martinez. Yeah,
Who's Martinez? Are you
yeah,
serious? They just brought in
yeah,
Lautaro Martinez?
yeah. To United. Yeah, yeah. I heard it in the
No,
match
no,
of the
no,
day.
no. They did not bring
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Lautaro Martinez from
yeah. It
fucking
makes them
Inter.
more stronger too, though. It makes them stronger at the back, though.
No, no,
So
no.
that's another thing.
They did not bring in
Bournemouth
Lautaro
manager
Martinez.
Ariola. I think Ariola is good, but I don't think he's gonna win you trophies. That's the thing. He's good. He might get you to good positions, but I don't think he's a winner. I want a genuine winner. I want someone who has won stuff, someone who knows how to win. No excuses.
Bournemouth
I'm
manager.
tired
Okay.
of experiments. Yeah, I mean, aren't we tired of all these experiments? I mean, I don't want no experiment again. He's a good manager, but it's still an experiment bringing him to a big football club to win
Right.
trophies. So, I want someone who's going to hit the ground running in winning trophies. How about that? Enrique, yeah? Even Javi knows about winning too. I mean,
Yeah.
he won a La Liga and a couple of cups there in Barcelona. So it's not even bad if you bring it. Right now, I don't even mind Nagelsmann to even come in and coach this football club. How about that?
Yeah,
Uh,
even Riola
bro,
from Bournemouth would be a good choice. Yeah.
bro, I don't
I
mind,
think
man.
Glasner from Crystal Palace right now. You get him in right now, and he will get the best out of Eze like he did. Kids won 2 trophies in
Yeah,
6
out
months.
of AJ, in it. Out of AJ. Yeah, in it.
You know,
But
he can
again,
work with
I want the
Eze.
manager to be a winner. I want him to be a top winner.
Yeah,
Like someone
yeah. I
who has
want some
won a different
pedigree.
league, someone who has won the Champions League. That's what I
Right.
want. I think Arsenal, I mean, see, yeah, I mean, we deserve a big winner in this football club leading the line. How about that? But again, I'm just saying, Riola from Bournemouth, but I still trust in Arteta. Man, Typhoon Gaming, I mean,
Right.
it's your
You can
opinion,
never
bro,
trust the
man.
Typhoon.
The manager
The
has shown
Typhoon,
us that he can't cut it, bro. He's
Typhoon
shown us
Gaming,
he
bro.
can't cut it.
Let's do it for one
But
second, bro. It's okay to not trust the manager and not have confidence in the manager. That's okay. It doesn't make you less of an Arsenal fan, right? It really doesn't make you less of an Arsenal fan. You're more of an Arsenal fan if you're critically think about the manager, right, Tony? You guys where I'm going, see where I'm
mhm.
going, Typhoon Gaming? If you critically
Yeah,
think about the manager, that's okay. That doesn't make you less of an Arsenal
yeah,
fan. And I know you probably
yeah.
know this, but if you don't want to hear that, I mean, that's fine. But trusting this manager is trusting insanity because he has gotten us really nowhere in 5 years. I mean, second place, yay. You don't get anything for
I
second place.
mean,
Second place again, yay. You don't get anything for second
bro.
place.
No,
There's,
the
there's no
thing
reason
there
to
right
trust
now
anybody.
is that we've gotten players now. We've gotten players brought to this manager right now. It's time to cook. There's no
Yeah,
escape, bro. There's no
now's the
hiding
time.
places, bro.
Now's the time.
Bro, there's no hiding place for a cockroach when there's pesticides everywhere. Or
Right.
a rodent, bro, when there's
He's been
pesticides
criticized for this
sprayed in the
game.
room. Bro,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nowhere to hide again, bro. Bro, we have big time signings coming to the Super Club and we're defending against.
We're in a rebuild, Tony.
Bro, let me
We
know.
bought 8 players. It's a rebuild.
I'm pissed off, bro. I'm pissed off, bro. I'm
Me
pissed
too.
off, bro.
Me too. But don't let it ruin your day today.
Yeah,
Or your
man.
evening. Yeah, just go out, chill with the wifey, have a little wine, put on
Oh,
some
my
Luther
days.
Vandross or something. Put on some
Look,
Luther Vandross
Evangelist,
the every day and
bro.
just chill
Whenever
with the
Arsenal loses, bro, I see nightmares, bro.
There's no sexy time with Arsenal lose. No sexy time for you. I'm
Oh,
mad.
bro.
No
Oh,
sexy
my
time at
days.
Tony's house tonight.
See ya,
Not mine either,
people.
bro.
Big up to y'all, Regan Gunner, my guy,
Yeah,
my
man.
brother. Me
That
and
was a
he'll be
fun
back
show
again next week, people. And from me and
for
Oregon
sure.
Gunner, thanks for everyone who joined us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm having a bit of a flu. I don't know. I'm not sure I'll be at Accessing TV.
Thank you, chat.
But I don't want it to be as if I'm running away. So I'm turning between showing up there for like 10 minutes or so. But in anyway, if I can make it, I'll make it. But anyway, see ya from me and my brother Oregon Gunner. We
Thank you, chat.
are out, people. Peace, people.
Peace.
Peace. Peace, people.